Welcome, my friends. We're talking about two-star in Town Hall, 12 bases in Clan War Leagues. We're going to start out with me. I'm going to show you a fail. I'm going to also show you another success. So the key here, guys, when you want a two-star bases, I'll keep it rolling. You want to look for high value. Every troop matters, even as the Town Hall 11 versus Town Hall 12. Now notice here, I have no king or warden, and you can still two-star these 12s. Now, I know it's not an anti-two-star, it's a hybrid, right? But I've seen people fail, and we're going to see some people fail with king, and I know it happens. You have all your heroes, and you still fail. You're a Town Hall 10, and you fail. So, yeah, I understand here. But the big thing is, you're going to want to get the biggest value out of your troops. Every troop matters. Now, I used to do hit-ups back in the day when that was the meta, 10v11, and you got to understand that every troop counts. Every bowler bounce, every little minion, every archer, every rage, every little thing is a very, very big deal. Now, I decided to put the jump here. Now, it's a little bit risky. Now, because if my Valkyries and the blimp do not get down the Town Hall, I only get 1 star because I used the jump. I don't have any way to get access to that Town Hall because I'm using the blimp. However, I was like, I want the queen to go up at 12. If I didn't put the jump, she would have walked around the outside, and the value would not have been there. Now, one little thing that, it's a little trick of the trade here, EQing the Town Hall. Now, this might not occur to you, but having that EQ on the Town Hall is very, very valuable, right? Another thing to think about is not activating the EA. Now, I could have put these loons, I could have gotten more percentage. I certainly could have, but I would have had to put the loons here on these archer towers, and I might have activated the EA sooner than I wanted. I wanted the queen to get a little value before activating. Obviously, the EA is activated, going to take out my healers. That's no good. But the Tesla farm here at 6 kind of caused some problems. Had to use way more loons than I was hoping for. And, yeah. Anyway, so a little trick, as I said before, you want to EQ the Town Hall. And I could have EQ'd it now before I put the Valkyries in. I do freeze up. Notice here, freezing the king. Now, if I didn't freeze the king, the Valkyries would have probably shifted to the king, and I would not have gotten the Town Hall down. But having that EQ really helps. Make sure that that damage goes down. Of course, you want to EQ first. I should have EQ'd before I brought in the blimp. But that's a nice little trick that I used to do all the time, and a lot of players used to do versus 10v11. Makes a difference. Now, of course, I could have got more percentage. I just... yeah, since the EA was activated, going to lose some of my minions, archers, hounds going to the archers, so that's no good. Didn't really get the value. I could have gotten, if I gotten this cannon down, if I had some more loons up, the Tesla farm messed that up a bit. I could have gotten a bowler bounce, gotten 2 more percentage there. Every little percentage counts. So, yeah, if it was a closer war, I mean, we're not going to win this war because we were facing all 12s, and we have only 8 12s. They have 15, so you know who's going to win there. Yeah, so, I mean, it could have mattered, and the way to do that would just have been a little bit smarter. Take a little bit more planning, take a little extra time, 5 more minutes to think about some things, Or I should have saved some loons. Instead of going for the Teslas, look at those 2 weak Teslas. I should have, put some on the cannon, been able to get a bowler bounce there, or just invested a little bit more. Elsewhere. So, yeah, there's a 2-star. Not that hard without king and warden. So imagine I had king. I mean, I could have gotten way more percentage. Probably ended up with like 67%, right? So now we're going to watch a fail, and this happens, right? Mainly it happens because of poor, a bad plan or just sometimes bad luck, right? But you want to look for all kinds of things, right? So over here, notice. If you get this archer tower down, what does this free up? It frees up, it really frees up a lot, actually. You get this 1 archer tower down, you're going to be able to get access to many of these buildings right here. That's going to be huge. You can think about, what about this archer tower? Is this worth bringing in loons for this one? See how much this archer tower covers? That means access, minions can get now all these structures on the outside. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 buildings down. Actually 9 because you count that one. 9 buildings down just by getting this archer tower down. Totally worth it. That's what you want to look for. Is it worth to bring in the loons on those archer towers? You got to count how many buildings you can get. If you're only going to get 2 buildings, or maybe one building by getting an archer tower down, rethink your strategy, right? What can you do? Can you do good bowler bounces? I mean, look at here, guys. I mean, this could work. Look at this. Golem out front, bowler bounces. That's 2 extra buildings. You bowler bounce off the storages. That's something you should consider. Not a bad idea if you want to do that. Figure out where you want to queen walk, how you're going to get to the town hall, etc., etc. So those are the things you want to think about. Where can you put in your archers? Can you grab free percentage anywhere and everywhere? So Normix is going to do a bowler bounce there. Now, of course, he won't get down that collector there, but he will get nice bowler bounce up there. But again, guys, is this bowler bounce worth it? So think about it. Sure, he gets 2 buildings worth 6 camp space. However, what if he brings, he could have gotten the same, way more buildings by just taking down this 1 archer tower, right? So sure, it costs 9 more, it'll take 3 loons to get down this archer tower, but totally worth it in the end. Drop that bowler, drop, and put the 3 loons there. That's the stuff you want to look for, right? Yes, he got the 2 down, but he could have gotten way more. Now, he actually might end up using his loons on that archer tower. We'll have to find out and see. Doesn't look like he's going to. Looks like he's going to... He wanted to charge here. You're going to use a baby dragon there. See? Yeah, just a little mistake there. Really no point to bring the baby here. Drop in the loons, then minion all that, and it would do the same. That's 16 space. A baby and a bowler bounce. 16 space, 3 loons, takes down the archer tower, get the same value. That's what you want to look for, okay? That's what you're looking for. He is going to end up losing his queen. She can't take all the damage. Can't take all this damage. Too much firepower. He needed a poison right there. He lost the queen. He needed the rage up again. EA was activated. That's no good. He had to throw in his heroes. So be careful. Don't activate that eagle artillery if you're going to do a long queen walk. Make sure she gets the value. And because that happened, all around not so good, right? Not so good. Now bowlers, he's going to use a P.E.K.K.A. there. P.E.K.K.A. there was a blimp. Now, maybe he already had a blimp and he didn't get a ram, but here it might have been better to put maybe, if you could, a golem and then a ram with bowlers behind. I think could get some really good value, right? The one golem could go at the archer tower, do some bowler bounces there, and then the ram could go to the town hall, tank as well, get inside with Valkyries. That might have been the better play. I mean, maybe he already had a blimp. Sometimes in these wars, you don't want to over-ask. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to over-ask your hand. So, yeah, just one of those things, Sometimes it goes well for you, sometimes it doesn't. And, with a little bit more planning, he would have been able to get more percentage on this one and get the 2-star, right? That's the thing you want. He got the 1-star. That's good, right? So just things to think about. Now let's go on to Marijan's hit. And another kind of hybrid base. Notice low queen and king. So it's a Town Hall 11, but he doesn't have, he doesn't have 4 or 5. He doesn't have the spells. He doesn't have a clan castle upgraded, right? Because he doesn't have the 6th. Yeah, so yeah, you can still 2-star bases without it. Now this is a hybrid, right? It's not a true anti-2-star in the sense of Town Hall's directly in the middle. But nonetheless, he's just going to do a kill squad here. Looks like he's going for a larger kill squad. And he's going to use Bowler's Rage with Golems in front to get the rest of the percentage, right? Not a bad idea. That's always what you want to look for. Can you get good value, right? Can you get good value out of bowler bounces, out of, golems in front with bowlers behind with a rage? Very, very good stuff to use. So honestly, what you're looking for is to get bowler bounces. If you can land those bowler bounces and get, if they can connect, that is what you're looking for using that strategy, okay? Unfortunately, maybe misplaced the golem. These bowlers kind of got off track, right? They weren't protected here. That's no good. Just think about that. He is going to bounce over here. Just getting some nice bounces here on this one. Seems a little bit better. Get some good connections. That's what you want. And, you know, if your attack really mattered, you would just take a little extra time to find those connections there. Some bases will be better to use bowler bounces. Some bases it'll be better to bring in the loons with minions behind. It really just depends. As I said, you got to look, you know, where are the archer towers? How much value you're going to get? So nice 60% though. Very nice. 62% hit. Nice indeed. But he did have king and warden, so that definitely helps. That definitely helps to have those heroes available. 62%. But again, you can still get 57% with only a queen. I mean, it can happen. You can get even higher. I could have gotten higher if I tried harder. So there's some tips for you. Hopefully it worked out. Just look at the bases, figure out what you kind of want to do. Maybe should I look at another one for you and just kind of help us kind of figure it out? So this one, okay, what have we got here? What would I do? What could you do? Well, there's a single here, so putting a golem there, maybe not the best. Now, doing the archer trick here with minions, not really going to work out so well. Doesn't seem to be too many spots. The air defenses are covering. Now, you could go bold and put loons and go for you could do like a freeze rage to get this whole section down. That would open up, and it could be worth it, honestly. Freeze rage. You might not even need a freeze, just rage with loons. Then you could put minions behind. Look at all the buildings you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 10, 11. You know, 11 if 12. You know, something like that. That's pretty good value. You probably need about 8 loons. Honestly, 8 loons even without a freeze might do it. So something to consider. You could do it over here as well if you didn't want to face the multi. You could do it on the single. Or you could do it up at 12. So those things, you could also, a danger of doing maybe bowler bounces here. You would get some good connections, but the multi, if they lock onto the bowlers, that's no good. You know, how could you get the town hall? You could obviously do a ram with some heroes behind. Doing the Valkyrie trick with a blimp, it could work as well. Or honestly, a slammer. I would throw in the slammer here. A couple loons in front. Then the slammer behind, it would get some value. It would land on the town hall. Valkyrie's release. You could freeze rage EQ. That takes it down. Then you could use, honestly, that will take it down. Then you could use minions around.
Threaten my people with slavery and death. This is madness. Madness. This is Sparta!